Good evening, everyone. It's Vintage Vinny. Welcome to another antique store haul. Everything we're going to be looking at today came from the Fayetteville Antique Mall in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. I do apologize for the lack of content. As you all know, last Wednesday I did have my wisdom teeth out. Everything was fine. I was out of surgery within 45 minutes. I've had to be on some medication just to ease the pain and to reduce infection and such. And I've had to take a little bit more of a break than I normally would like to, even though it was considered a surgery. But I'm slowly but surely getting better. A little bit woozy from some of the meds that I've had to take, but other than that, I'm doing just fine. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in, shall we? So I'm going to show you guys all the stuff that I got in each of the buildings. So if you've ever been to the Fayetteville Antique Mall, there are 3 buildings. You have Building B, which is like the first building you see when you pull up to the mall. Then you've got Building A. And then you've got Building C, which is like all the way in the back. Why I decided to go into Building B first is beyond me. I think I'm used to it. It's like I'm a person that likes to go in order of things. So Building B is the first one you see, so I like to go there first. And then I go to Building A, and then I go to the back at Building C. If you've ever been that way, there was a building right across the street that used to be a part of them, but I guess they decided to get rid of it, or whatever the case may be. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into the haul, shall we? So this was actually the first item I found. It was only $1. It's a clear glass iridescent footed toothpick holder. Again, it was only $1. I just couldn't leave that behind. I like the trophy look of it, like the handles and such. I don't know who made it, but I just thought it was really great and probably worth way more than $1. So I don't normally pick up the advertising thermometers just because they can be pretty specific, but this one I thought would be absolutely fantastic for 4th of July display. To me, this reminds me of Paul Revere when he was going around the town letting everyone know that the British were coming, and I just thought that would be a super, super fantastic piece to add to your Americana display. And I think I got this for, I think it was 20%? Was it 15%? I think it was 10%, something like that. But it was a little bit cheaper than the $4 price tag that was on it. But then again, I saw it and I was like, that's actually really, really cool. And it's for Eisenhart's Dairy, which was in York, Pennsylvania. Here's what the back looks like. So you might have to find a way to hang it. Or you could put it on one of those plate stands so that way you don't damage the back any further. But isn't that just neat? And the last thing that I got from Building B is something that I've had my eye on. The vendor that was in this one booth, he has another booth that's kind of like right across from it. And I think he was just trying to downsize and only have the one booth that he's had for a while. And he had this in one of his showcases, and I've just admired it ever since I had spotted it for the first time many years ago. And he was originally $35, which I felt was a little bit steep. And then he was 50% off, so I wound up paying $17.50 for it. I love him. I think he's fantastic. I did buy one at Old Glory Antiques a while ago, and it was $7.50. The face was it was like made of cloth, or it was stuffed. This is a bisque material. Like this is like a ceramic-y bisque piece. And you guys know me, I love the coastal theme, and he fits in perfectly. And as you can see, he's been at the shop for a while because that tag is very faded. But he is just absolutely fantastic. We have a couple of vendors here locally that have a couple of these, and they want a lot of money for them. So I was really happy to pick this guy up for $17.50. All right, we are moving along to the second building. I bought quite a bit of things in that building, so bear with me, there's a lot, but I'm really excited to share with you all what I picked up. So this is probably the first item that I grabbed. I love this ponytail stuff. I love the kitschiness, I love the colors, I love the designs of it. It's a pencil pouch, I believe, and it is unfortunately a little bit damaged, but for the display value and for only $1.50, that was totally worth it to me. And this guy just knocked himself over, so he decided to make his self present in the video. So this is from 1969. I paid $2 for it. And it's it's Porcupine by the Walt Kelly Company, made in Japan. They make a whole line of these. I've seen the alligator before. I've seen so many other different figures. I paid $2 for him. I'll probably put him in a live sale for maybe like $5 or $6. I'm sure somebody will want him. For only $4, I got a really awesome piece of chalkware. This is a pear, and it's a string holder, because as you can see on the bottom, this is where the string would go. Oops, didn't mean to bump the camera, sorry about that. But yeah, it's in overall really good condition. I don't see any like really major damage to it. And that's the back there. I know a lot of people decorate their kitchens with fruit from the 30s and 40s. The colors are great, and they just make a really great display in a kitchen because you can put so many of them up on a wall because they're not that big. And this is the exception because it's a string holder. But $4 was a deal. So I spotted this piece. This is a piece of tiara glass. I paid $3 for it. It's an elephant trinket box. And like I said, paid $3 for it. I've sold this in blue for really good money. I think I actually paid up for that one at like $12.50, and I sold it for $40. This one I'll probably do an offer up on at a live sale. I know elephants are really, really popular, especially the trunk up elephants. Oops. There's no marking on him, but I do know that he is tiara because I've looked him up. And I just felt that that was a really, really good price, so I couldn't leave him behind for that much, for that little. I was about to say for that much. He wasn't that much. This was really cool. This is a Corby's parrot from I believe it's from the 1960s. Maybe a little bit earlier because I don't see a zip code on here. Made in Denmark. Paid $5 for it. I just thought that was super neat, super unique. Nothing I've ever seen before. I haven't decided what I'm going to be doing with it just yet. Very possible that I will list it. It is worth about $15, so I'll triple my money on it. I just have to make sure that the feathers and stuff and such are in good condition on it, and it looks like they are. So, and I love the colors on them. Parrots have incredibly nice colors on them, so I couldn't say no to that for $5. And plus, I like the parrot anyway. I saw this in my favorite booth at the antique mall. This is a Monet trinket box. I paid $7 for it. His booth is always 50% off. I don't think he has anything in there that's marked firm. But anywho, this little trinket box here is worth about $40. And I'm telling you guys, look for those Monet trinket boxes. People love them, they collect them, and they're really good money makers if you can get them cheap. Now, I'm sorry, clown haters. I do apologize. I did buy some clown salt and pepper shakers. I got them for $5. I know some of you all just do not like them, so I will not spend too much time on them. But I bought them because they got bun-buns with them, and I will admit the eyes are a little bit spooky on them. I might sell these. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of sort of leaning more towards selling them, but we will see. For only $3, I did pick up a Focus magazine with Betty Brosmer on it. The cover's in rough shape. I didn't get a chance to really look in it because I was already checking out and I didn't want to, leave the line, and because there were people waiting, so I'm like, let me just buy it for the $3 and I'll see what's inside it. So we can take a little sneak peek. What do you guys think? So like I said, the front cover is a little bit damaged. It's from July, so I think this is probably from the 50s. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. 1954. So let's see what kind of fun stuff is in here. I think there's Mamie Van Doren. Oh, Jane Russell, and that's probably Mamie Van Doren. Marilyn Monroe. Let's see what other stuff is in here. I'm trying to find the pin-up-y type stuff, because that's why I bought this magazine. Girl with the $75,000 bruise. Guess there's very little pin-up-y type stuff in here, but that's totally alright. I love the front cover. Yeah, Bet Brosmer was wowzer back in the day. For $5, I picked up this really awesome vase here, pottery. I love the bluish green color, and it is marked on the bottom. It says Floraline, and then I think it says 496 or 996 USA. I didn't notice it until I got home. Let's see if it'll focus for you right there. Right there. There's a little chip, but you won't even see it on the piece at all. I just love that color. Don't you all? For $2.50, I picked up this really awesome 1970s Aunt Sarah Pancake House rag doll. I believe these were promotional giveaways back in the day. And I've never seen this one. Of all of the ones that are out there, I've never seen this one before. So I thought that was really, really neat. She's got a little bit of staining here or there, but for something that is near 50 years old, I would say this is in pretty darn good shape. For $9, I picked up this really awesome copy of the 2002 book, The Sparkling Story of Coca-Cola. I don't typically buy a lot of books because I don't read as much as I probably should. But this book, I saw it sitting on the shelf and I was like, let me look inside of it and, see if I'm interested. And I rummaged through it and I was like, you know what, this has got to come home with me. I think I need to take this. So I felt for $9, which is a little bit more than what I would normally like to spend, but I was supporting a smaller business, so I said, what the heck, and I bought a lot of great stuff for resale, so just to pay up a little bit more than I normally would like to is okay, because I know that I'm making money on things and this will be paid for. So I have to give a big shout out and thank you to Mike from Great Finds or Digger Mike 1978 on Instagram for helping me get these pinup arcade cards. So to keep a long story short, I was just working, doing my thing on, I think it was Thursday, packing up invoices, getting ready to ship some stuff out, and Mike texts me and says, hey, one of my friends who's a dealer at the antique mall has a bunch of pinup arcade cards, and I know you collect them. Do you want, or would you be interested? And I said, yeah, absolutely. I just have to see which ones I have, because I don't really want to buy duplicates, but sometimes I do because I get so excited. Anywho, so I met up with the dealer that's there, and he gave me a really good price on these. So thank you, Mike, and thank you, Glenn. So I think I paid $10 for 9 of them, which is a really good price. So here's the first one. Don't you all find it funny that women's belly buttons were a controversy back then? I remember even, and I think I've mentioned this before, that on the Rowan and Martin Laugh Show in the 60s, they had made a quote-unquote big deal about Barbara Eden showing her navel when she was playing Jeannie on I Dream of Jeannie. And I guess NBC or ABC just were like, no, she will never show her navel. But then when she did the reboot in the 1980s, her costume revealed her navel. So I guess belly buttons were just like maybe a weird fetish thing, and they just didn't want to exploit that on a woman. But yet they'll show it on a man, which is kind of weird. But, I mean, I didn't live through that time, so I'm sure one of you all in the chat will explain that one to me. But yeah, she's a cute one. I like her bathing suit. That one's kind of cool. I like that. Again, here's I don't know what it is. I've been fascinated with pinup since I was in my late teens. I don't really know where that started or how it started. Actually, I do. I think it was when I first saw the images of Marilyn Monroe on the red velvet, and I just became fascinated with it. Look at this girl. Very Hawaiian-esque, don't you think? If I need a skiing instructor, I think I'll call her up and see if she'll help me out there. I like that one too. You know what's funny? I think I bought a lot of pinup cards one day, and they arrived, and I sent one to Katie Vintage and Vinyl because I know that she likes typewriter type stuff, like typewriter ribbon tins, and the image was of a lady, and she had on stockings and such, and she was typing on a typewriter, so I thought that would look really cool with her typewriter ribbon tins, because it fit right into her style with them. I like the bathing suit on this one, that floral design. I think that's really nice. This one would appeal to a bicycle lover. And here is the last one. So those were a really good score. Mike, thank you again for that. I really appreciate it. I will definitely keep my eyes peeled if I get some really good deals on some of these cards, and I'll see what I can do for you. And the last item from the second building is probably my favorite. This is a 1957 Pointer Products Jane Mansfield hot water bottle. As you can see, it does have some markings on her bikini top and on her arms there. I did try taking it off with rubbing alcohol, and it did not seem to do a whole lot of improvement on it, so I'm probably just going to sell it as is. Now, this is something I did pay up for. I paid about $45 for this piece. However, that was incredibly worth it because this can go for over $100. So, even despite the damage, or not damage, like the cosmetic defects that are right here, and the paint loss on her bikini top, I might put this up on eBay for about $150 to $175 and take offers from there, because these are really collectible. People love them. Let me go ahead and show you guys where the Pointer Products mark is. It's on her foot. Oops, sorry Jane, I'm banging your head up against the wall, which is not good. There it is right there. It says Pointer Products Inc. in Cincinnati, Ohio, 1957. I actually have one of these suspended on the wall in my bedroom over by my bed. I love it so much, and I was beyond thrilled to find another one of these at a really good price. So, thank you, Antique Mall. Okay, so we're taking a look at all the stuff that I got in the last building of the Fayetteville Antique Mall. So these three Mercury glass ornaments from Department 56 were in the FAM section, and everything that was in that area of the mall was 75% off, unless it had like some other dealer's tag on it, which was kind of weird. But anywho, I know I've talked about this before, but what this mall does is if a vendor goes out of business or they just leave things, the mall will take possession of it and will mark it down significantly from what the original dealer's price was. So I got each of these giant Mercury glass ornaments 75% off the original dealer's asking price. So about $7 and change and $8 and change is what I paid for these. So I have a gingerbread house, I have the Jack of Hearts, and I have Santa Claus on a sleigh. Now, I think I might be able to get about 30, maybe 30 for this one, and possibly 40 for this one. I'm not sure what I can get for the Jack of Hearts because I have not seen him listed. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I'll get a little bit more money for that one. So again, these have been sitting at this mall for quite a while, and I wasn't able to do research in this particular building because depending on what cell provider you have, I don't really think it matters. The cell reception is just terrible and you're not able to really look anything up. So I bought these on chance. I felt that, $7-8 a piece was definitely worth it, because I know there are people who collect these. So I was like, what the heck, let me give it a shot. So for $2 a piece, I found these 1987 Targetron infrared phaser gun and target game. Both appear to be new in the box. Box is going to have cosmetic issues because it is over 30 years old. 35 years old, I think is how old it is. But they're new in the box. I've never seen them before. They were in a booth that was 75% off, not part of the FAM booth, like where I got the ornaments from. So I said, what the heck, for $2 a piece, I will definitely take those. There are some listed on eBay, but there are no solds. So we will see what happens with those. So this was also in the fam section. I got it for 25 cents. It's been sitting for a long time. I think as long as I've been going to this mall, it's been there. And as you can see, it was originally $5, and then they just marked it down really significantly, so I paid a quarter for it. So I will put that with all of my pinup stuff. I was really happy to be able to get that this time, and to get it for a quarter? Yeah. For $4.80, I was able to pick up this really nice, elegant, shabby chic oil lamp. It's made by Betson's Japan. I'd never seen an oil lamp quite like that before, so I went ahead and decided to pick it up. I think this would do really, really well at a live sale for springtime, or if you're into that farmhouse shabby chic look, this would definitely be something up your alley. So I couldn't leave that behind for just $4.80. So this was one of the first things that I actually found walking into the third building. This was only $1. It is marked made in occupied Japan, so that means this piece dates from about 1945 to 1952. So I thought that was kind of neat. I just like the colors on him, and I think he's supposed to be a Quaker if I'm not mistaken. So he was definitely worth picking up for $1. Okay, and the last three items we're going to be looking at for this haul are these really awesome St. Patrick's Day figurines. I did pay $5 for the set here, and I paid $5 for just her. She is a Lefton piece, and I looked her up, and she sells for between $60 to $75. This little girl right here. Can you believe that? So this will definitely be listed up on eBay very, very soon, because I want to make sure she's sold and has a new home before the holiday hits. Now these two, like I said, are a set. I'm not exactly sure who makes them. They have a Made in Japan sticker on the bottom of each of them, but they are super fantastic. I will do more research on them to see who made them, and we'll probably end up listing them as well. So that is everything that I would like to share with you all from my trip to the Fayetteville Antique Mall in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. Let me know down below in the comments section, what were your favorite items from this haul? So that's all I have for you today. Be sure and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure and click the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to get notified when new videos are uploaded. Be sure and check me out on Instagram, the link to it is down below as well, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys!